Hey there, ladies and gents, Pops here. Welcome back to Saxlingham, where it is now nearly 6:15 on day one, and we're nearing the end of our mission to see what we can get done in that first day. As you can see, the weather, a little bit of blue sky there, but the weather has taken a turn for the worse, which isn't going to help, but we will have a look and see if there is any further contracts. We'll also have a look to see if there's anything we can do with some of this money to help set us up for the days to come that I will be playing on this map, but we won't be seeing here on the YouTube. Looking at the contracts that are available, the weather really is a bit of a factor here. We've done bale wrapping, fertilising. I would suggest we don't really want to be doing while it's raining. Likewise, harvesting. Decent sized contract on number 12 there, barley. But again, it's raining and it's about to get dark. Another barley contract there. But they both have this delivery point by the ford, which, as we've discovered, does not go down well with those big hoppers. Ploughing contract, which is worth a lot of money for just ploughing a field. Again, it is raining. Spraying and telegrass. There's nothing there that I think is going to be a useful use of our time in this weather. So, what to do? Firstly, we'll just have a quick look in the used equipment sales, see what offers there are. Forage harvester. Little combine. Mower. Is that direct drill seeder and a Valtra? Now look at that Valtra. If I was in the market for a tractor, that is a good deal. But I'm not. So let's make our way up to where all the equipment is. Let's see if there's any jobs we can do up there. Steady on, old chap. Right, given how bad the weather is, maybe we ought to think about getting some protection for our equipment here. What have we got in the way of construction? What have we got in the way of machinery sheds? Which could fit something down here. Wow, that's expensive. Because it's got a solar roof. It's way too big. Do we just keep it simple? Very cheap. Okay, so I am liking the looky of that. Which I think we could also combine with one of the very cheap, where was it? Just a cheap cover type this thing. So do we want to be able to get in from the back? So yeah, let's do that. Okay, I am going to start moving some equipment around. Okay, everything's in. Just need to move the car. A car like this shouldn't be sat out in the rain either. So let's listen for that engine roar. Love that noise. Good fun. Right. Okay, calm down. There we go. So as it turns out, I think these two sheds were pretty much perfect for what we needed them for. So over here we've got the harvester. Everything's gone, as you can see. You've got the harvester and the harvest header. The two big units, the trailer and the forage wagon. They are now all suitably protected from the weather. And in here, we've got the plough there, which is a pig to move. Bits of equipment at the back, and then the fertiliser sprayer and baler down the side. Tractors can obviously have easy access to the door. That's it. Bikes in here, especially in this weather, and we can keep the car nice and dry in here as well. All that, and we've still got 329,000 in the bank. So the question is, shall I stand under here because it's raining? Okay, so the question is, do we buy a jet wash? I think the answer to that is yes. Definitely. I think we'll have a jet washer sat on the edge here. More to the point, what do we do with this land here that's going to be of some use to us? And I have to say, I think my answer is a fairly standard default answer for me in this situation, because I think we need to be earning some passive income. So I'm going to build four greenhouses, like so. We will need to buy a tanker of some sort. from next door to put some water in. And then we can set these, I am going to set them as distributing, so not distributing, selling, so that the money just automatically comes in at the end of the month. But at least we have some sort of passive income. Let's just go to the shop and look for a tanker. Barrels. See, I quite like the Lizard TARDIS one. Okay, let's have a look at that. But we don't want to be... Right, so normal capacity 7,000, XL is 200,000 litres, that's ridiculous. 50,000, okay, semi-ridiculous, but we'll go with that. And we'll have... Is that John Deere? Yeah, there we go. We'll stick our registration on the back. 11,000. We will buy that. Get it connected up. I think the most useful water source is going to be where the Ford is. So we will go down there and 3 or 4 trips, 3 trips maybe. We'll get these greenhouses filled up. For the moment we'll get a bit in each so that we can get them up and running. Let's head for the Ford. Okay, well hopefully it's just as simple as driving in and filling her up. It is indeed that simple. Right, I'm going to get her back to... Oh, need to turn quite that forcibly. Oh dear. Come on, Pops. Forwards, that's backwards. Okay. Let's go and water some greenhouses. Right, so I'm thinking if we put roughly 10,000 litres into each one, gives them a start, doesn't it? So, blimey, that goes quick. There we go, they've all got something. Okay. So as impressive as all the lights are, it's a good way to flatten your battery. Let's go and sort out our greenhouses. So we need to get a production going. If I can find the right trigger point. There we go. We are going to do, what are we going? We're going to do lettuce, because lettuce is what gives you the best return. We could put up to 40,000 litres of water in, so we're going to have to do a couple more runs with that tanker before very long. So lettuce, activate, selling. And while we're in here, I can actually do the same for all the others. Save running around the yard. So lettuce, activate, selling, lettuce, activate, selling, and finally all together now, lettuce, activate, selling. And all this costs us is somewhat water every now and again. And there you go. We are growing lettuce. And we have something finally on our farm, or in our farm business, that is going to produce some income. And we had that before the end of day one. Sun's now going down. Rain doesn't seem to be letting up. Dodgy old day. So what it does mean is tomorrow is another day. We'll be getting a jet wash, cleaning some of this lot down. But of course, tomorrow isn't another day in respect of this little YouTube run. The whole idea was only ever to cover the first day. Basically setting up ourselves to have a good run through and play through on this map. I love it. I love the map. I think it's great. I think I'm going to have great fun doing a long old session on this map, but that's for my own entertainment, and it's going to be far too boring for anybody else to watch. So for now, I'm sure I will see you very, very soon somewhere else. I've yet to decide where, but until then, Thank you very much for sticking with me. If you've got any comments to make, feel free to do so. Other than that, be safe, stay good, and I will see you again very, very soon.